Hi, here's the eMiniDayTrader perspective on the markets for Friday, March the 13th, 2009. Starting off once again with our overnight, we can see the market continued higher here, confirming the intraday directional bias is up. You see how most of the trading, certainly most of the volume, overnight was above yesterday's high as opposed to down below yesterday's high. So that was a bearish indication. And we were looking for potential areas where the market may bottom in order to get in on the long side. And it did come down into this area here, partway into the value area. And then started to turn higher. So we had some opportunities to get on the long side. Actually, our best trade of the day was on the long side. And so this is really just confirming with a close up here towards the high of the day. Notice that the market did not close in the range extension area down. It closed in the value area, actually right near the high of it. And all of these, even the down day that we had a couple of days ago, you can see that it did the same thing in the sense it had a small amount of range extension down, but it closed within the first hour of trading. This one did the same, but even in a more positive vein, whereas you can see that nice up day here where we closed on that day. So that's why we've been saying that we've got the intraday bias up, and we'll continue to look at that with our next target at approximately 771. Here's the individual profiles here. You can see the skinny one that we had yesterday, which was a good rally up, expecting some bit of a pullback today, but really didn't get much of a pullback. And so it's just confirming the fact that we've got some pretty good sellers on our buyers on board. As far as our individual trades were concerned today, we had a really nice short trade as the market popped up, hit us right on the tick for this nice down move. And then we had another similar incident here. Unfortunately, we got stopped out by one tick on that trade. It was a real shame. We got another short one in here. It turned out to be a break even. It did hit our first objective. Then we had a couple of really nice long trades to finish the day on a dip right there and on this other dip here. Some of our traders were not filled on this dip here. We were all filled on this here. And that really did turn out to be the best trade of the day. We actually held on to this trade all the way through here. Ended up by moving some 8.5 points in our favor. Ended up with 6 3/4 point profit on that final trade. So it's a day where was pretty readable. If save for the sake of a tick here or there, we would have had just a tremendously profitable day. As it turned out, it was just a profitable day. But our trades and their setups were really in flow with the market, and our bias on the long side really paid off after the market dipped around midday and then started to turn higher. So we are expecting the market to continue up unless some unforeseen event happens, but that's really what we're looking at to kick off next week. And we're looking at support in around more or less around the 750 area. With a potential target around 770. So those are the first sort of parameters that we're looking at for next week on a bit of a longer time frame basis. So we'll look forward to see if we can actually have the market fulfill that for us. Doesn't mean to say it couldn't have a bit of a pullback. Of course it could. But then again, it could have as more and more of the shorts are being taken out of the market here because we've rallied up some 60 points or something like that. So with a rally like that, maybe even some of the longer time frame institutional shorts are starting to feel the pain and could possibly cover and give us a swift rally in the daytime frame on one of the days next week. But we've had several days of the up move, as we can see here, and so with that in mind, you can see every week we had higher high equal to or higher high. So we're bound to get at least somewhat of a pullback at some point next week, and we would look once again at quite possibly in the 750 area or possibly down in the 735 areas to 738 as potential support. So that's a look at the markets for Friday, March the 13th. And as usual, if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you at eMiniDayTrader.com, or you can email us at info@eMiniDayTrader.com.